is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. SERRA Chevrolet, the low payment people. Visit us at lowpayment.cars. Meyer, your destination for sporting goods and equipment. And Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust.
Welcome to another edition of the 5-time Emmy Award-winning State Champs. We're presented by Lawrence Tech. I'm Stephanie Funkhauser, and we want to start by saying thank you to all the robotics teams out there from across the state. It was a great second season of RoboZone, and we can't wait to do it again next year.
You are so right. I'm Lauren Plant. So from now through late June, it's nothing but high school spring sports. For this week, that means baseball, softball, girls lacrosse, soccer, and even water polo. Plus, I've got our leading vote getter and our total softball high school softball player of the year race, Abby Krizwicki, joining me right here in studio.
Ashley St. Louis goes in focus on the Hudsonville baseball coach Dave Van Noord. He recently hit a big milestone, and I've got a brand new SERRA Athlete of the Month.
We got a lot going on. Grosse Pointe South baseball coach Dan Griesbaum will be here to talk about the All-Star game, and in particular, the number of pro players that have competed in the game. The list is quite impressive.
Speaking of baseball, that's where we start this week's roundup.
We begin with a pair of teams from down south sitting in the top 10 of the Division I standings. A MAC Red battle to boot. 10th-ranked Sterling Heights Stevenson traveling over to number 7 Dakota to kick off a week-long 3-game series. Dakota gunning for their 5th straight 20-win season. Bottom 3, pair runners on. Cam Marquardt takes one opposite field. Jeff Sand scores. Cougars take a 3-0 lead. These two met in the district semifinals a year ago. Stevenson took that one 12-6. Top 5, 2 out. Ribby runner on 3rd. Mario Camilletti sends one back up the middle. Titans on the board. The 2-out rally continued. Lidwell on 2nd. Tyler Menrath fights one off. Tough hop for the second baseman. Runner is home. Stevenson holds and beats Dakota 7-3 the final. To the Catholic League now for some softball. Farmington Hills Mercy on the road to take on their rivals, the Livonia Ladywood Blazers. Mercy in maroon coming in ranked 2nd in Division I, unbeaten at 8-0. Top of the 2nd, runners in scoring position. The junior Mary Reber slaps one through the infield. Sarah Cassidy scores. They added another run to go up 2-zip. Ladywood, the number 1 ranked team in Division II, had its share of opportunities. Bottom 5, down 2-1 with the pair on 2nd and 3rd, but Jamie Gill pops out to our softball player of the year candidate, Abby Krizwicki. The Marlins flashing a little leather of their own in the 6th. Ladywood's Katie Conley lines it back to Mercy hurler Andrea Elmore. She completes the 2-3 double play. Final inning now. Blazers down 3-1. Runners in scoring position and Liz Kemp with the winning run at the plate, but the senior Andrea Elmore gets kept swinging to end the game. Mercy beats Ladywood 3-1. Let's go back to baseball in the Lansing area with Jay Sarkar.
Thanks, Lauren. Holt and DeWitt squaring off in CAAC action. Holt up 2 in the 2nd, and pitcher Jesse Heikkinen manufacturing some run support with a grounder towards short. The ball takes a bounce. That's going to plate 2, 4-0 Holt after the 2nd inning. DeWitt mounting a rally in the 6th. Down 6-1 when Nolan Knopf hits this chopper up the middle off the pitcher's mound, and that one would score a run. And then, with Knopf on base, DeWitt continuing its run. Cade Preston at the dish. He's going to shoot this grounder up the right side of the infield. Knopf going to be waved home. He's coming down. He beats the throw and is ruled safe. 6-3 Holt, but bottom 7, 2 out. Robert Butterson turns the lights out on any comeback attempt with this strikeout to end the game. Holt wins 6-3 and continues its great run on the road. For State Champs, I'm Jay Sarkar.
SERRA Chevrolet is proud to recognize the hardworking people in the communities they serve with the SERRA Chevrolet Community Awards. May's Athlete of the Month award was given to Chloe Allen, a soccer player from Novi High School. As a captain and 4-year varsity player, Chloe is a huge leader on the field, tallying 5 goals and 2 assists in the first 6 games this season. Chloe is continuing her soccer career at Akron next year, and SERRA Chevrolet is happy to have her as the Athlete of the Month.
On behalf of SERRA Chevrolet, I'd like to congratulate Chloe Allen on being the Athlete of the Month. Congratulations. You did a good job.
Thank you, SERRA Chevrolet, for making me Athlete of the Month.
Time now for a new segment. Let's find out what's going on in the news. Looks like there could be a shakeup in KLAA football. 10 of the 24 schools might lead to form their own football league. This stems from lingering complaints regarding the disparity between the sizes of schools competing in the same division. The association offered some alternatives, but as of now, the conference will drop to 14 teams. Staying in football, after 20 years at the helm of Allen Park, Tom Hoover is retiring. Hoover's teams reached the playoffs 17 times under his tenure. We recently released our top 45 girls soccer players at StateChampsNetwork.com. The reigning Gatorade Soccer Player of the Year, senior Hannah Jones out of Port Huron Northern, tops our list. Granville is number 1 of our top 50 teams. In basketball, North Farmington senior combo guard Billy Thomas has committed to Oakland University. He joins Detroit Western guard Braylon Neely, who will also be a Golden Grizzly. And the NCAA has lifted the ban on satellite camps. Coaches will be allowed to attend off-season camps such as Sound Mind, Sound Body, which attracts some of the top recruits in the Midwest. We go in focus on Hudsonville's head man on the baseball field next on State Champs.
We want you. We are LTU, Lawrence Technological University, and is one of the nation's best schools for engineering, architecture, and technology. We don't want just anybody. We want students who are curious and driven, students who want to change the world through technology, science, and design. So if you believe that possible is everything, we want you at LTU.
Everyone is posting selfies these days, but at Serra Chevrolet in Southfield, we're using them to show our customers what makes us special.
Like our extended hours. We're open until 9 p.m. Monday through Thursday, so you can shop on your schedule.
Plus, more money for your trade, up to $1,000 more than Kelly Blue Book.
And of course, prices so low, they almost post themselves.
Lease a Cruise for $139 a month, or a new Equinox for just $159.
Only at Serra Chevrolet on Telegraph, north of 696 in Southfield. Does this one make me look fat?
No.
Fundraising should be fresh, flavorful, and simple. We have the perfect solution at Hungry Howie's, Dough Raiser. Your nonprofit organization can sell paper pizza certificates that your customers can redeem for one medium pizza at participating Hungry Howie's locations. Go to DoughRaiser.com to learn about, sign up for, and order everything Dough Raiser. Request a Dough Raiser kit for your group today. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Welcome to Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser.
Welcome back to State Champs. Out on the west side of Michigan, the baseball tradition at Hudsonville has always been impressive. Ashley St. Louis goes in focus on the architect.
All right, let's go. Come on. Let's go.
2 decades, a significant amount of time in life. For Dave Van Noord, he's dedicated it to leading the Hudsonville varsity baseball team. And on April 13th, he accomplished something that many high school coaches could only dream of: 500 wins.
Did see the plaque, it was upstairs, so I figured that we were getting close. So it was really cool. It was kind of cool for us to be able to do it at home.
It was great because I've been with them for 4 years, so seeing them be happy and get that win when I'm on the team was really great.
Van Noord is not one to take all the credit. He says he owes most of his success to his players.
But we're so blessed at Hudsonville to have the kids that we have. They're from great families, and they buy into what we do, and they play hard, and we're in a real competitive league, and they step up to the challenge.
Since taking the reins at Hudsonville, Van Noord has captured 6 conference championships, 4 district titles, 2 regionals, and 1 state championship, along with being named the 2012 Division I Coach of the Year. And through all of his success has been his right-hand man, assistant coach Joe DeSmit.
He's a guy that doesn't cut corners. He's meticulous and probably neurotic. So just everything he does he does it the right way.
I wouldn't have stayed into coaching without Joe's help. We co-coach the team. We're best friends, and we just like hanging out. And while we hang out, we coach baseball. So Joe's a special person in it.
Just like many coaches can tell you, sometimes thinking what is right can get the best of you.
He was kicked out of he was ejected out of the Granville game. Boy, that was probably maybe eight years ago, and he walked home from Granville, which was about 6 miles. As he's walking down Rivertown Parkway, People are honking and waving at him. He's in uniform.
And it's exactly why Van Noord says there's one thing especially he can learn from his players.
I have a hard time as an adult, even with all the years of coaching, handling bad games and rough days. So just the way they shake things off and come back and they're ready to play. So that's encouraging.
And in return, he is well respected.
He's a great coach because he not only just teaches us baseball, but he teaches us life lessons. So that's pretty great.
He relates with us well, and he doesn't get on us when we don't do something well, but he'll comfort us and help us with ways to get through that.
For State Champs, I'm Ashley St. Louis.
So congratulations to Dave Van Noord, baseball coach at Hudsonville, 500 wins. You know him.
Yes, I do very well.
All right, Dan Griesbaum, coach at Grosse Pointe South. We're going to keep the baseball thing flowing here and let you know that the 35th annual East-West All-Star Game is coming up. It's going to be July 6th at Comerica Park. It's a 7 p.m. game. It is a great time, had by all. We encourage everybody to check it out. And one of the cool things is you never know, you might just be seeing the next superstar. And I mean all the way to the pros level superstar. So Dan, talk about some of the guys who've played in this game, some of your favorites over the years.
Well, a guy that most people might know, Derek Jeter from the Yankees, went to Kalamazoo Central. One of my favorites was Jimmy Abbott, who pitched, you may recall, with one hand. One of my favorites also, my own player, Chris Getz, who's now in the front office with KC and player development. We've had about 13 former players that played in the game who made it to Major League Baseball.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, Derek Jeter, we know him, right? 14-time All-Star with the Yankees, 5 World Championships, 3,000 hits. He mentioned Jim Abbott, born without a right hand. He was voted the nation's best amateur athlete in 1987. He was an Olympian with the Olympic team. He also threw a no-hitter, played for the Angels, Yankees, White Sox, Brewers. Steve Avery was a guy from Taylor Kennedy, downriver, All-Star World Series champ. DJ LeMahieu from Brother Rice, currently playing right now with the Colorado All-Star Gold Glove winner. He was played in 2 College World Series for LSU. And Chris Getz, like you said, All Big Ten at Michigan, holds a single-season record for at-bats and hits in the Big Ten. You see the names on your screen. So we want to send a shout out to the coaches now. The nominations are due May 6th, so that is Friday, May 6th. Coaches must be a member of the MHSBCA to nominate a player. How do they do it?
They can get the application online at our website, mhsbca.org. Download that and send it right to me.
All right, Dan, thank you very much. We will be there. You should too.
Hey guys, spring sports are now in full swing and we will be here for them all. If you have a game or story idea you want to share with us, send us an email at contactus@statechampsnetwork.com. We want to hear from you. Make sure you're sharing your photos with us on social media too, at StateChampsNet. Stay tuned, more highlights coming up next on State Champs.
There's an old saying, you can never have too many officials. The age of the average official is 52 and getting older all the time. We're constantly recruiting new people, younger people to join us. After you register with the MHSAA, look on the website to find an officials association near you. They'll put you in a position to succeed as an official. We all learned a lot from high school sports, and officiating is a great way to give back to the game. There's help wanted, just whistle.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Joe made fresh daily.
Look at you.
Yeah, boom. Oh, 100% mozzarella. Kids are gonna love these Hungry Howie's emojis. Hashtag sauce them.
The best part is they're edible.
They're edible? How's that?
Hey, get a meal deal for any size budget or a 3-cheese or Howie bread for just 33 cents with any online order of $12 or more.
Hungry?
Howie's! We're the Cronin Law Firm, bringing more to the table. When we sit down together, we share our expertise. You've got a legal problem, we know you need relief. Advice that you can trust, that's why people come to us. We're the Cronin Law Firm, bringing more to the table.
Get ready! The high school football season will be here before you know it. The Detroit Sports Commission Prep Kickoff Classic returns to Midtown Detroit and the campus of Wayne State University August 25th through the 27th. Michigan's premier season-opening prep football event, now in its 12th year, will welcome 7 games over 3 days and feature the state's top teams and players. Log on to DetroitSports.org for more information.
Time for this week's look inside the third-ranked women's lacrosse team at LTU. After placing 5th last year, this year began with a new coach and new goals.
They had done so well last year, and they wanted to build upon that. And that was one of our focuses, just, let's get a little bit farther.
And after winning the WAC Conference Championship, they're headed on to both the NWLL and the NAIA tournaments with high hopes.
It's what the girls want. It's what they've been working for since the end of the tournament last year, is to win the NWLL. And they have an opportunity to, and they have the work ethic and the drive to do it.
While still enjoying their accomplishments thus far.
It's amazing. I love this team. I think they've worked really hard for this. And to see how at the beginning of the year we set goals, and to see that we're actually accomplishing those goals is very exciting.
For more information on LTU Athletics, head to LTUathletics.com. For State Champs, I'm Stephanie Funkhauser.
What's up, everyone? I'm Jerry Mack. Girls lacrosse starts the back half of this week's roundup as Grand Rapids Catholic Central went on the road to take on the Lady Rams of Rockford High School. First half action, Grand Rapids Catholic Central on the attack. Elise Marshall finds Maggie Kane as the junior turns the corner, fires it top shelf for the goal, and that put the Cougars up 1-0. But just a few minutes later, the 3-time defending Division I state champs would respond. Alexandra Vandermolen behind the net gives it up to her sister Mackenzie, who dekes her defender and buries it home to tie the game at 1. Rockford would score the next 6 goals in the first half. This time it's Mackenzie getting the assist. She finds Maggie Hammer for the open look. Rockford would go on to roll as they beat Grand Rapids Catholic Central by a final of 15-2. Next, we head to the pitch for some girls soccer as we had Detroit Country Day hosting the Davison Cardinals. Country Day, a Division III state finalist from last year in white, had their chances in the first half. Dagny Hill with the long-distance strike from 30 yards. Solid attempt, but rings it off the crossbar, and it stayed scoreless at the half. Late in the game, Yellow Jackets back on the attack. Great footwork here on the sideline by Sanja Niederhofer, who pushes it up the field, feeds the cross over to Abby Morrow for the one-timer, but it's Davison junior goalkeeper Samantha Tracy coming up huge for the Cardinals to keep Country Day off the board, as this game would end in a 0-0 tie. And finally, to girls water polo we go as we had Troy Unified at home taking on the combined squad of Holt and East Lansing High School. They'll be known as Hotel. Troy in the black caps as we pick things up in the first half. This is Adrian Gilbert finding Katie Ward down low as Ward puts it home, and going into halftime, Troy Unified was up 4-0. Hotel looking to get on the board to start the second half as it's Cameron McGee swimming in on the breakaway. She goes wide side for the goal to cut the deficit back to 4. But it would be too much Troy Unified on this night as Emily Sarunian patiently waits for her window to open, snipes the top corner as Troy Unified goes on to beat Hotel. 9-3 the final as Troy Unified moves to 12-3 overall on the season. For State Champs, I'm Jerry Mack.
Back inside the studio now as we discuss our Total Softball Player of the Year race, in which you can weigh in on who you think should be the 2016 High School Softball Player of the Year. Now, this young lady currently sits in the top 10 in 5 categories in the MHSAA record book. She's currently leading our race by several thousand votes. You saw her team earlier in the show. I want to welcome in Farmington Hills Mercy's Abby Griswicki. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me. I'm so excited.
All right, it's great to have you here. Let's talk about your team first, okay? The Catholic League, we know, is one of the toughest in the state. Regina won the league title and the Division I state title a year ago. You guys lost a tough one in the state semis a year ago. Talk about this year's team and if you guys have the pieces to make a run.
Yeah, I think this year we have a lot of good communication skills. So I think that we have really good leaders. We have our 3 seniors as our captains. All of us play a role in our 18 people on the team. So we have a good way to communicate and to follow rules, so we know what we're doing, and we have our 8 returners from last year. So we picked up 1 girl in the field, and right now we're just meshing and learning how to have each other's back, so I think it's going to be great.
Farmington Hills Mercy's Abby Griswicki is our guest, currently leading the voting in our softball player of the year race. You've decided to take your talent to South Alabama. So talk about the tradition down there and why it was the right fit for you.
I think for me, well, I went on a visit there when I was in 8th grade because they saw me when I was about 13, 14, so it was my first visit down there, and I absolutely loved it. I can't say more positive words about it. I love the coaches, the atmosphere, the weather, obviously. They're extremely good at what they do, and they produce very good human beings and not just softball players.
Finally, talk about the time that you've put in to develop your game, the sacrifice you make year-round to improve your game.
For me, I don't have the normal summer, so I'm traveling state to state, tournament to tournament with my team, so I'm working on my skills. Each day I hit a bucket of balls in my basement every day. I have a batting cage in there and I have my dad pitch to me. And when I was younger I would pitch every day because I used to be a pitcher. But now I kind of focus more on my athletic skills more than my fundamental skills. So I'm working on working out, eating healthier, my agility, my speed, things like that. I've taken sacrifices with my social life, but it's come out to be the best thing for me because this is what I want to do and I want to play softball and I want to take that as my job in college. So it all worked out for the best.
See, kids, sacrifice. It can pay off. I'd like to make mention that Abby's also a finalist for the Detroit Athletic Club's Female High School Athlete of the Year. She was also recently named a finalist for the Catholic League's Female Athlete of the Year. Congratulations and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, go to statechampsnetwork.com to vote for your favorite candidate right now.
Thanks for sticking with us on State Champs. Don't forget, we have a very special half-hour show on the Detroit Athletic Club's High School Athlete of the Year here in Michigan, right here on Fox Sports Detroit, Saturday, May 14th at 12:30 p.m. It's the 20th anniversary of celebrating the academic and athletic achievements of high school athletes here in Michigan, and trust me, you won't want to miss it. Stay with us. Our Meyer main event is coming up next.
SNET Camp is Metro Detroit's original Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer, and we're still making the best deals every day. During the spring clearance event, you can lease an all-wheel drive Dodge Journey for $179 a month for 24 months, or a Jeep Cherokee, also just $179. Celebrating 25 years of giving customers a superior buying experience. That's SNET Camp on Telegraph Road in Redford.
SNET Camp, Metro Detroit's original. SNET Camp, SNET Camp.
We want you.
We are Lawrence Technological University, and we don't want just anyone.
We want the brainiacs, visionaries, geniuses, and game changers. We want the students who will change the world through technology, science, business, and design.
So if you're ready to explore your possibilities,
we want you at LTU.
Lawrence Tech. Possible is everything.
With 14 schools in the Big Ten, you get a full 40% more of everything you love at no extra charge. Now that's our kind of conference. Meyer, proud sponsor of the Big Ten and more.
Welcome back to State Champs. Baseball and softball have definitely been the main course on this week's show, so let's dig into dessert with one more from the Diamond. This week's Meyer main event is a collision course on the baseball field between two teams with great starts to their season in the KLAA. This week's main event takes us to Midtown Detroit for a big game and a beautiful day for baseball on the campus of Wayne State University. Game 1 of a doubleheader as the Canton Chiefs came in with a 13-3 overall record, set to square off against the Patriots of Livonia Franklin. The Pats sitting at 14-2, good for a one-game lead over Canton for the top spot in the KLAA South. Bottom 1, Canton with the runner on first and getting aggressive, but Kyle Wallum with the missile to second in the tagout, game still scoreless. Top 2 now, 1 on, 1 out for Franklin, but Canton can bring it on defense as well. A.J. Brazelton to Noah Spencer for the turn, the 4-6-3 double play, and we head to the bottom of the inning. Man on third with 2 outs for the Chiefs. Brazelton sends a chopper to short, able to leg out the infield single, run scores, Canton takes a 1-zip lead. Tyler Byers had himself a solid outing on the mound, freezing the batter here. Byers went 6 2/3, totaling 5 Ks, giving up just 3 hits and no earned runs. We move to the bottom of the 5th. Runners on the corner for Canton. Andrew Crafts fly out to shallow right, but Brazelton's speed allows him to tag from third. Chiefs led by 2. Still in the 5th, runner on second. Great job protecting the plate here by Justin Madsen. Going down to get this one, chips it to right field. Mike Flashian's able to round third and to the dish. That's all she wrote as Canton holds on to win Game 1 by a 3-0 final. We caught up with Canton starting pitcher Tyler Byers to talk about the win.
I just felt great. I could feel like I could pitch really good with my defense. Defense was really strong for me today, like always. Never giving up any errors, so I mean, can't complain.
The main event is sponsored by Meijer. Any great high school athlete will tell you they've been training for years. So if you're a kid with dreams of making the varsity team, head to Meijer. With brand name gear for your favorite sport, Meijer is on deck to help get you there.
Thanks for checking out this week's show. We always appreciate your patronage and hearing from you. Got an idea for a game or a story, or you just want to complain? That's okay. We're here for you. Hit us up. Contact us at statechampsnetwork.com.
Tune in next week for more of the only statewide high school sports show on television. We've got a big milestone of our own before this season is through, our 500th show. That's coming up soon, and we thank everyone who's ever been a part of State Champs over the past 13 years.
I think we've got 500 more in us as well, and like always, we'll see you next week right here on State Champs.
State Champs is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. SERRA Chevrolet, the low payment people. Visit us at lowpayment.cars. Meijer, your destination for sporting goods and equipment. And Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust.